Zdravo, and welcome to episode 9 of SLOgomet, a Slovenian football podcast. On today's episode titled Boštjan Cesar National Team Manager, I will be covering the training of the Prva Liga clubs before the start of the winter season, such as where they are training and any opponents faced during the winter break, a tease as to who the new national team manager is according to SNPortal.si, and also implied by the title of the episode, and an update on the Conference League draw and who NK Celjes' next opponent will be in that competition. So jumping right into the off-season training updates, starting in alphabetical order, going from alphabetical order A to Z. NK Celjes are training in Turkey. As most of this will have been covered in last week's episode, this is just a roundup or recap episode, as continues to be the theme of the winter break season. So NK Celjes faced Serbian side FK Željezničar Pančeva, and Celjes lost to Željezničar 0-1. They also faced Polish Wisła Plock. Celjes also lost 0-1, and then faced Uzbekistan side FC Neftchi Faragon. FC Neftchi defeating Celjes 2-1. And then NK Bravo, who are training in Malta, are having their training progress stalled and impacted by the storms and poor weather over the island of Malta at the moment. So hopefully they can start getting back on track during the or hopefully after the bad weather ends and stops affecting the training of the club. But they did manage to get one training match off against Austrian side WSG Tirol. That was a 0-0 draw, and then they have yet to face FAC Vienna of the second Austrian league. And some of this information between last week's episode and this week's episode is going to be different, or at least corrected, because last week I was struggling to find who the clubs were specifically facing or what the actual matches were, and I managed to get a bit better information this time. So everything in this episode should be correct as of the publication of this episode on January 20th, or Tuesday, January 20th. Recorded on Monday the 19th. Then NK Celjes are in Mallorca. As I was corrected, is not Mallorca because of the double L's, it is Mallorca, are training with the La Liga side in preparations for the continuation of the season. No new updates there, but there is a brief update from one of the players regarding the Conference League draw. FC Koper, who are staying in and around the Balkans. Koper drew against HNK Gorica 1-1, then they defeated HNK Rijeka 2-1, then also defeated ZTE FC 3-1, and have yet to play Rudar Prijedor and FK Radnik Bijeljina, both of Bosnia and Herzegovina. NK Domžale, no new updates there. A little bit of transfer news, as their squad size is now down to 15 players registered for the second half of the season. So again, just hopefully things end up working out for Domžale, but as it stands right now, it's still looking pretty bleak. NK Maribor, who are in Turkey, they have faced FK Vojvodina, and they defeated Maribor 2-1. They also played against Debreceni VFC, and they defeated Maribor 3-2, and have yet to play host nation side Jagiellonia Białystok, and that match will be played on Friday, January 23rd. NK Olimpia Ljubljana are traveling or staying in Torremolinos, Spain, working alongside host club Girona, and quoting the club's club's manager, Benassone, they are enjoying perfect training conditions as compared to NK Bravo, which is a good thing for NK Olimpia. I'm glad to hear that they, along with Celje, are enjoying good training conditions away from home. And Enshmerda, also in Turkey, suffered a defeated Partizan 3-0. NK Primordier are apparently competing in something called the Arena Cup during the winter break. They took third in their group, falling to Slaven Belupo 2-1. HNK Vukovar defeated Primorje 3-0. They defeated FK Artsimi 4-1, and then finally defeating KSV 1919 2-1. And NK Radomje, I forget where they were practicing. I believe mostly in their home grounds and staying in and around Slovenia. They lose 2-1 to TSV Hartberg of Austria, then lost 3-1 to NK Istra, and then also lost 2-0 to HNK Gorica. Following that, there was a draw against Druga Liga side, home in Slovenia, to Brinje Grosuplje. And that wraps up everything in terms of the training sessions for the clubs. I will provide another update next week regarding the match scores and some of the, or who had the, as I would put it, best off-season training. I will be ranking who I think had the best off-season training, so look forward to that next episode before the league resumes in, as of publication of this episode, 10 days. So we are almost through the lack of Prva Liga enjoyment, but it is right around the corner. So NK Celjes will face FC Drita of Kosovo in the play-in round of the UEFA Conference League, and in an interview with the club on the NK Celjes website, Milt Evdili had this to say on the upcoming match taking place on February 19th, with the home leg taking place a week later. So, quote from Evdili, "I always wanted to face Drita in the league stage, and now my wishes come true. The matches will be something special for me, as I will be facing a club from my homeland. I have some unresolved debts with Drita, as I met them twice as a member of Trepsi and lost twice. I am sure that this time it will be different. I know many of Drita's footballers, I have also followed their European matches, and I can say that they are a quality, but definitely beatable team. A good atmosphere will await us in Pristina, but I think we will be able to adapt. It is also good for us that we are playing the return match at our stadium, where we have always had loud support, and with the help of the fans, defeated AEK Athens and Legia in the league stage of the Conference League, and remained undefeated. I believe that we are strong enough to advance." And I agree with Evdili. I expect Celjes to advance, but that is the end of the quote there. So, how do I want to do this? I'll save the title of the episode for last. I will go into the transfer news first. So, jumping right into the transfer news, NK Olympia have 2 signings. One was posted on their social media page, but I only have one on Transfer Market that is confirmed as of now. So, confirmed as a new signing for NK Olympia Ljubljana, we have Bruno Lourenço, a right wing Portuguese player coming in from Ava FS. Then out for Olympia is Ivan Dordov, who was sold off to this is Brukbet Termalica Niecieca in the what league do they play in? The Czechoslovakian league, or sorry, the Slovakian league. So losing Durdov is kind of a weird decision for the club, in my opinion. We'll see how it works out for them, but Durdov was their leading striker for the season, so we'll see how that works out for the club. For NK Maribor, I believe I saw some signings on social media, but there is nothing newly updated confirmed on Transfer Market yet, so I will return to them in a future episode. FC Koper, they released Tommy Juric, and he is going over to Zrinjski Mostar in Bosnia. Then NK Celjes picked up Jakov Pranic, a attacking midfielder from Zrinski Mostar. Um, anything looks like that's the only real update from Celjes. Bravo still, no, there was a new signing on their social media site. I believe I saw earlier. No, that was actually Alumini I saw earlier. So still no new updates for NK Bravo. ND Primordier. No updates. Actually, no, they signed Meki Begnak, a free agent without a club, no fee attached there, and also released Edvin Sulanovic to Sloga Meridian in Bosnia. And then moving on, we have Murda. They have Vanya Kulinovic coming in from Ruda Velenje. I believe that is the only new update there. They also released Robert Muric, the right winger for the club. Then for NK Radomlje, we have in Dejan Kentuzer, a central midfielder from Keti Bistrica. And then also in is Borna Grajonic, a left back from NK Sesveti. No updates in the outgoing page. And then NK Namjale, the new releases are Rene Rentusa Lampret, and then not sure if this is an update or not, but Luka Malakar also went to NK Maribor, and Nino Milic has left for Karvina. NK Alumini have signed Florian Raduha, a goalkeeper from Encha Murda, on a free transfer, and then has also picked up Bamba Suso from Vienna FC on a free transfer, a center forward, so an attacking upgrade for the club there. And now to move on to the big ticket item for the night. So as it stands right now, this is kind of the expected outcome, all things considered. The management team for the Slovenian national team has decided to move forward according to SNPortal.si with Boštjan Cesar, and he will be leading the national team going forward. Although this is unconfirmed, this is the expected outcome, and it should be announced the announcement should arrive later on this week. And again, this is kind of the expected outcome in my opinion, especially considering that they chose specifically not to go with Albert Riera of Celje. My thoughts on the appointment, I guess I'll hold those off till next week because it's not officially confirmed yet, but it's just kind of a status quo signing, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't excite me. Like, I see that they're signing Boštjan Cesar, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we just have Maciej Kek's assistant coming in to manage the club, and that's basically it. So, I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in the NZS in that regard. I would have liked something a bit more exciting. Maybe not even exciting, but maybe something even new. But hopefully this is going to be an improvement going forward. Again, it's just kind of like you're taking where you left off and just continuing the story from there. So best of luck to Boštjan Cesar when this announcement comes, or if it officially comes. And that is about it for this episode of SLOgomet. I wish you all a wonderful good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope you are enjoying this episode, whether you're on a car ride to work or at work. And I would love for you guys to, or for every listener, to leave a review on your podcast platform of choice, or to leave any comments or questions down below. I read every single one of them, and I enjoy seeing the feedback on the episodes, and I enjoy the fact that I have people out there who also enjoy me doing the podcast, keeping you all updated on Slovenian football and everything to do with it. So again, thank you all for listening to this episode of SLOgomet, episode 9 of SLOgomet, Bostjan Cesar, national team manager, ? Again, thank you all very much. Vala, ciao, adio.